Untitled Frontier. These are the voyages of Starship Paragon, our ongoing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
What's up, guys? cnccraft.cf here, and welcome back to Star Trek Online, and today we are going to be showcasing the Breen Sarr Theln carrier. I got it at last, and yeah, so I'm going to be reviewing it today. First, a bit of background. The Breen Sarr Theln carrier is a Tier 6 cross-faction ship available to any character above level 40. It can be obtained from the Q's Winter Wonderland event for 1,000 8x10 autograph photos of Q. If you haven't started the project already, it is too late to finish it this year, although it will be available next year, and if you're still saving up for it, then hey, this is the showcases for you, and somebody else just warped in. Hello there. So, yeah, that's about it for background. Now we're going to get into aesthetic appearance of the ship, and then get on into stats and performance. So yeah. So aesthetically, yeah, it's a Breen ship. Yeah. So the ship consists of this thingy here with these two thingies pointing out the front, and these sort of like wingy type things, and that, and you got the vertical thingy there, and you got the engines on the back, and that stuff under there. It's a Breen ship. It doesn't make much sense. But yeah, you can see it. It's a blur. That's all I can describe it as. It's a blur. I don't know the proper terminology for this stuff, if there even is any. But yeah, it's a thingy. So yeah. Customizability, there isn't much to be had, although it can be customized slightly. There's no extra templates, just the one. It has the Breen interior. Sadly, you can't use other interiors. I kind of wish you could, but, you know, Breen interior is good too, if you like that sort of thing. I'll show you that in a bit. Only one type of windows. There are two options for the set. There's Breen Type 1 and Upgrade. Upgrade obviously looks far better. You can do colors and pattern, and that's pretty much it for customization. So aesthetically, it's not exactly the most pleasing type of ship, but I don't know. If you like this sort of thing, then I guess. I don't like it, but that's just me. Okay, so let's move on into stats now. Okay, so stat-wise, let's just start from the top here. For defensive systems and survivability, we have, for its hull strength, it is variable along with all the other Tier 6 ships. We have 42,000 at level 40, 48,000 at level 50, and 56,000 at level 60. That's a lot. The ship is very survivable, obviously. 56,000 is quite a bit on par with most cruisers. A little bit less than you might expect from a carrier, but I'm not quite sure what the new standard for carriers are with the Tier 6 and all that. But yeah, significant hull strength. That's the important thing to get out of it. So you'll have no trouble surviving this thing. 56,000 hull strength. yeah, quite survivable. That coupled with the 1.2 shield modifier, you definitely don't need to worry about tanking in this. You can certainly tank to your heart's content. Yeah, so that's about it for survivability. Oh, yeah, we also have 2,800 crew members, so you can get some good hull repair going on. So long story short, it's a carrier, so it's very engineering oriented. You can survive no troubles in this thing. So yeah. For maneuvering systems, we have a impulse modifier of 0.15 and a turn rate of 7. So not exactly nimble, but it's okay. I mean, for a carrier, this is actually quite good. I mean, obviously, with comparison to like an escort, it's nowhere even close. But, you know, for a carrier, it's okay. It gets the job done. I mean, it's not like you're going to be mounting dual heavy cannons on this thing. I mean, you can, actually. It does support them. But, yeah, I mean, it turns slow, but it's a carrier, like I said. So, not the best if you're looking for maneuverability. I would recommend the Breen Sarr or Shellgrad if you're looking for that. But yeah, so for a carrier, its speed is actually quite good, although can't compare with an escort. Moving on here, we have an inertia rating of 35. For tactical systems, you can see we have 3 fore, 3 aft. Come to be expected with a carrier coupled with science vessel. I mean, science vessel have 3 fore, 3 aft to the carriers. So yeah, 3 fore, 3 aft. Okay. I mean, you know, more would be ideal, but it's, you know, it's what you would expect from a carrier. So far it's very survivable, not incredibly maneuverable, not incredibly good tactical systems, but you know, whatever. For console slots here, you can see we have 4 device slots, so you can fit whatever you want in there. 3 engineering, 3 science, and 4 science and 4 tactical. Now this is a bit odd. It seems to be a very balanced design, although I'm wondering why it favors tactical over engineering. Obviously this is a science vessel, so the 4 science consoles make sense. However, I don't understand why it favors tactical, because if it's a carrier, you'd think it would favor engineering over tactical, especially with its 3 fore, 3 aft weapons layout. I mean, if I wanted a tactical ship, I would go with something completely different. This is a science carrier. That's its purpose. So why does it only have 3 engineering consoles? I'm not quite certain, although the tactical console does allow for slotting some better beam consoles. So yeah. Let me see if I can actually go ahead and equip some stuff here. See, I'll slot in, let's see. So I want the resonant dissipation matrix. I want the other Breen console. I want, how about some neutronium? Science consoles, I'll put in some shield stuff here. I'm literally just building the ship right now. So yeah, put some shield consoles in there, and we can stick on some Polaron boosters here, I guess. Because, sure, why not? Yeah, that should be good. For consoles, so yeah. That's about it for consoles. Now, if we move on into the bridge officer station layout here, you can see we have a Commander Science, which makes sense. It is a science vessel after all. We have Lieutenant Commander in Tactical. Again, not sure why it's favoring Tactical over Engineering, but you know, whatever. We have a Lieutenant Intelligence Engineering Station, so you can slot an Intelligence Officer there if you want. However, I would prefer the Engineering because it doesn't have any other Engineering station. We also have Lieutenant Science and Lieutenant Universal. So if I go ahead and slot in, let's see, Arad, Felroar for my science guys, and then, let's see, I want Jazog, and Corpsa, and maybe, how about some, yeah, there we go. That'll be my bridge officer layout for now. Alright, now let's get on into abilities. Fun time. So it's in abilities that this ship really gets its advantage, because all of its other stats were okay to moderate. Now, as this is a carrier, it has not one but 2 hangars. So you can fit 2 hangars in here. And now the fighters it comes with, by default, are these. The no, not those. These. The Bleth Chaos Fighters, and these deploy in rigs of 3, so you can have up to 6 deployed at a time per hangar. They have transphasic torpedoes, polar on pulse cannons, and evade target lock 1. So that's an intel ability on a hangar pet. That's quite neat. And then there's a standard stuff about the hangar pets and so on. So yeah. We also have, now if you have purchased both the Sarr Theln and the Breen Plushbreck Heavy Raider, so keep in mind these cannot be bought unless you have the Plushbreck Heavy Raider, you can equip these hangars, the Plushbreck Frigates. And these, as you can see, they come in hangars of 2, so because they're frigates, and they have Polaron dual cannons, Polaron cannons, Polaron turrets, transphasic torpedoes, tachyon beam 1, cannon rapid fire 1, torpedo high yield 1, and radar flanking. Holy crap, and these only cost energy credits if you have the Plushbreck. So that's pretty friggin' sweet. If we go ahead and deploy some here, see these are the Bleth Chaos Fighters that come with the ship by default. See them there? They have 3,000 hull, and then if we go ahead and look at the Plushbreck Frigates, they look exactly like the Plushbreck Heavy Raider playable ship. So yeah, that's neat. I only have both of them equipped just so I can show off them both. I think as a general rule, I'm just gonna have the Plushbrecks, but you know, Bleth Chaos Fighters are cool too. So yeah, it has hangars. That's cool, and of course it subsequently has all the hangar commands and so on and so forth. It also, in addition to those, has subsystem targeting, so that's cool. If you want to use this, because it is a science vessel, of course, so we have subsystem targeting. That's neat. We have, for its console, it has the Resonant Dissipation Matrix. Now, this one isn't as good as it sounds. It really is just a mild damage resistance buff. Reduces damage of shield by 15%, and plus all damages in ring. That's pretty cool. So it helps you survive, but you know, not really that handy. It does reduce power recharge times immediately, and this is for your whole team. I would have expected something more flashy, something that actually, you know, would actually have an effect on the opponent, whereas this one just affects you. I mean, it's not that impressive. I can just go. It's so cool. I have damage. I have damage resistance stuff. I mean, the graphics are kind of cool, but you know, I mean, I kind of wish it had more of an effect. You know, besides just a damage resistance rating. You know, I wish it was like a weapon that you could fire, or just like a science ability of some sort. You know, something that would debuff your opponents. Maybe I'm more offensively oriented. I don't know. But yeah, it's a console. It can be equipped on any Breen ship, not just this one, so any of the 3 Breen ships can use it. It also can equip any of the consoles from the other 2 Breen ships, so you can see I have the sensor disruption field from my Plushbreck on here. So yeah, that's its console. And lastly, we have its Starship Mastery. As it is a tier 6 ship, it has 5 of them. I don't have any of them unlocked at the moment because I literally just got it. But yeah, the first one is Quick Deployment, reduces hangar recharge speed and increases rank gains for hangar pets, so that's neat. We have Armored Hull, plus 10 hull hit points, quite nice, little defense buff there. Although I do still question why it favors tactical over engineering and everything else if everything says this is an engineering science ship. Whatever. Reactive shield technology increases shield regeneration. Sweet. Cool, better shields. Advanced shield systems, extra shield hit points. Cool, more shields. So far these have all just been survivability stuff. And then for our tier 5 ability we have reactive repair nanites. Now, this also, when you heal your hull, it also heals your hangar. That's pretty neat, but at the same time, it's not incredibly useful for other ships, because generally, I mean, okay, so the point of the tier 5 abilities is that they're good for the ship at hand, but they are applied to the character, not the ship. So you can still use that tier 5 trait no matter what ship you're on. So it's not just like this only applies to the ship. So like, for example, the reciprocity trait I get from my Phantom Intel Escort is helpful to everything. Reduces recharge time to tactical and intel abilities in your midst. That's sweet. But then this one only applies to carriers. Feels a bit more selective. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to find something to complain about. I'm not sure. But in any case, so what is my final verdict on this ship? I will probably be doing a second look at it once I've had more time to fool around. But for now, what I recommend is that for a free ship, this is quite good. So, you know, considering it's a free ship, I mean, you gotta keep that in mind. It won't compare to a Zen ship, but this is the first free tier 6 ship we've had, and it's a carrier, tier 6 carrier. That's really neat, and it has these really cool hangar pets, and it has a quite decent bridge officer layout. All in all, I think it's a good ship. I mean, I haven't really had much time to play around with it, but all in all, I think it's a good option for any captain. You know, it's quite balanced in tactical, engineering, or science, slightly leaning towards science. But yeah, what can I say? It performs quite well, has a decent tactical capability for a science vessel, good engineering. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I guess that's about it for this video then. Goodbye.